Good morning, friends. On the today's lecture, we are going to revise our third chapter, which is related to the institutional finance. Okay, how the cooperative bank got the institutional financial assistance regarding their development. As you know, cooperative banks are established for the development of agriculture and rural area. And in our country, near about 49.9% people are engaged into the agriculture and allied activity till today. And more than 65% people are living into the rural area. So, if you are looking for the development of the country, you should definitely look for the agriculture development, or you can say that the financial assistance should be provided for the development of agriculture sector only. Apart from that, the small scale industries or the industrial development is the mandatory for the country's development, no doubt. But if you are saying that the Indian economy is the agrarian economy, then you should think about the agriculture development first, and so that the number of institutes took the steps regarding providing financial assistance for the cooperative institute. So we starts with the RBI. You know, the Reserve Bank of India is the apex institution, right? I provide the notes regarding it already you when we started the third chapter, but I'm revising it again. Reserve Bank of India is the apex institute, and the main role of the ruler bank of India Reserve Bank of India in the rural credit is that to provide the finance indirectly through the subsidiaries to the agriculture development. You know, the Reserve Bank of India is not directly deals with you and me. आपल्याशिवाय वर्क करत नाही रिझर्व्ह बँक ऑफ इंडिया. मग फायनान्शियल सप्लाय कसा करणार आहे? थ्रू देअर intermediaries, right? They are providing the finance through the intermediaries, like they are providing finance to the NABARD, and NABARD provide that to the other institutions, or you can say the sub institutions. The India's overall economic development is depend upon the development of agriculture, and thus the credit supply is provided by the RBI through the various department, and Reserve Bank of India established the separate department for the agriculture and cooperative credit. Still 1949, the RBI was providing limited credit to the cooperative sector. It was assisting the state cooperative bank during the period of crisis only. But after the nationalization, RBI is providing the credit to the cooperative sector in the large proportion. And nowadays, the RBI is concentrated upon the much more on the cooperative credit. RBI was providing the credit to the state cooperative bank first of all only for the 9 months. But after 1951, if you saw, according to the RBI's rules, these loans are begin with the period of 15 months. This new change in the short-run credit policy remained the convenient for the cooperative credit institutions while providing loan to the Apex Bank. The RBI was charging the 4% of interest rate on it. The RBI also provides the loan for the agriculture transaction 2% below the bank rate to promote the growth of agriculture production, right? Means here you can see that the Reserve Bank of India is engaged into the short-term financing, medium-term financing, and long-term financing. In the short term, the loan up to the 15 months means 1.5 year, near about 1.5 year, it is provided by the RBI under the title of agriculture development. The next one is the medium term loan. The RBI provide the loan to the state government on the guarantee of the on the basis of the state cooperative. Generally, these loans are provided for the purpose of farm building, soil conservation, to make the availability of the irrigation facility, to purchase the machinery, electric motors, to pay the old debts, etc. Such a loan are provided by the RBI below 3% of the bank rate. Means, you know, the short term credit supply sometimes is not sufficient for the sectorial development, and so that there is a requirement of providing medium term loan to the particular sector, and such a loan are provided by the RBI below 3%. The RBI has provided the large amount of loan to the Apex Bank and Land Development Bank. During the period of 1970-71 to the 1978, RBI provided the medium term loan to the various institutions is more than 30 crore rupees. Right? The next we think about the long term credit supply. Means here you can easily say acquire the knowledge regarding RBI, how it is engaged into the institutional finance. They are providing short term, medium term, as well as the long term loan. The long term loan are given to the farmers by the Land Development Bank. At that time, the Land Development Bank was there in order to help that LDBs, that is Land Development Bank, Capital Recreation, RBI purchased the debentures and the rural bonds raised by the LDB. म्हणजे कुठल्या ना कुठल्या डिरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली स्वरूपाच्या का होईना तुम्हाला क्रेडिट सप्लाय व्हावा म्हणून LDBचे बॉन्ड्स डिबेंचर्स सुद्धा रिझर्व्ह बँक ऑफ इंडिया तिथं विकत घेत असते, कारण इथं डिरेक्ट फायनान्स करणं थोडंसं रिस्की असतं. मग अशा वेळेस तुमचे बॉन्ड्स रुलर ऑर यू कॅन से द डिबेंचर्स परचेस करून LDB त्यांचा फायनान्स वाढवायचं काम तिथं केलं जातं. RBI provided the loan to the state government for purchasing these bonds and debentures. The RBI central bank also joined to purchase these debentures. The RBI provide the long term loan LDB for the more than 5 years duration. Now we have to think about this is all about the Reserve Bank of India, how the Reserve Bank of India is engaged into the financial assistance. Just you have to remember it is engaged short run, medium term and long term credit facility. Now we are turning towards our next session is regarding to the NCDC. NCDC, how the NCDC is engaged into to providing the finance for the cooperative development. Okay, you know the NCDC is assist the agriculture for the not only for the production but the processing, marketing, storage and export import for the agriculture commodity. What is the NCDC stand for? It is the National Cooperative Development Corporation. And it was set up not only for providing the financial assistance but guide regarding you can say the marketing, storage, export or the processing. It provides the assistance to the institutions through the cooperative society according to the recommendation of All India Rural Credit Survey in the 1954. The National Cooperative Development where Housing Corporation of the India was set up in 1956. What are the objectives of the NCDC? Why the NCDC was established? The first is the provide the financial assistance to the state government to provide the finance for the cooperative societies. Next is to provide the finance to the cooperative to appoint the efficient staff. Next is main object of the NCDC is to provide the finance to the state government for giving the loan to the cooperative for the production of food grains, cotton, raw material, matches, cotton, tea, fertilizers, papers and agricultural implementation. It also provides the assistance to the agriculture inputs such as seeds, fertilizer, pesticides which used to increasing the agriculture productivity. It's one of the objects to set up the cooperative warehousing. It's a development. To assist the cooperative through the state government or the management, the technical education. And the last one is to provide the finance and technical support to the cooperative regarding its establishment to acquire the license, to select the suitable machinery for setting up the project. Means NCDC, what is the NCDC is that having the distinguished features from other institution you can see here. The main function of the NCDC is the agriculture development. Apart from that is also engaged into असिस्टन्स फॉर द ॲग्रिकल्चर मार्केटिंग सोसायटी. म्हणजे लक्षात घ्या नुसतं तुम्हाला कर्ज देणं आणि तुमचं प्रोडक्शन वाढवणं एवढंच फंक्शन NCDCचं नाही आहे, तर इट ऑल्सो गाईड यू रिगार्डिंग मार्केटिंग. कारण तुम्ही तयार केलेल्या वस्तूंचं मार्केटिंग जर झालं तर यू विल गेट अ फेअर प्राईस फॉर इट. द NCDC इज ऑलवेज ट्राईंग टू गेट द फेअर प्राईस फॉर द ॲग्रिकल्चर गुड्स अँड commodity. For this purpose, they have started the various schemes to provide the finance, managerial help, technical advice, various grants, framework for the export program and the agriculture commodities. Through these activities, helping the agriculture marketing society. The next one is the assistant for the processing society. You know, in the rural economy, there are number of processing units. Processed food product get higher price in leads to the increase the farmers income. बघा ना आता मॅप्रोचं साधं उदाहरण घ्या मुलांना. मॅप्रो काय करते, त्या भिलारमध्ये जे तुमची स्ट्रॉबेरी पिकते त्याच्यापासून जॅम, जेली, चॉकलेट तयार करते आणि ते विकते. परंतु जेवढा दर स्ट्रॉबेरीला मिळतो त्याच्या कितीतरी पट त्याच्यापासून तयार केलेल्या प्रोसेस्ड फूडला मिळतो आणि त्यामुळे तिथं इन्कम किती वाढतोय बघा. साधं उदाहरण घ्या की दूध किती रुपये लिटर आहे, तर दूध 60 रुपये लिटर आहे. ओके, आणि त्याच दुधाची जर तुम्ही बासुंदी करून विकली तर इट विल गोज अप टू 200 रुपीज पर लिटर. म्हणजे इफ यू मेड द प्रोसेस ऑन इट यू विल गेट अ हायर प्राइस and that price increases your income level. And for that you require the mechanics, you have to set up the industry, you require the equipments and machinery, and for that the short term and medium term loans is provided by the NCDC. Means NCDC role is very much important. If you compared it with the other institutes, it is definitely very much important regarding financial assistance. The third one is also assist for the warehouse. Warehouse means you can say the godowns. There is inadequate warehouse in the agriculture goods and services. तुम्ही आता आपल्या इथं मार्केट यार्डापर्यंत जर जाऊन बघितलं तर मुलांना तिथं पोते ठेवायला जागा नाही, इतकी वाईट अवस्था झालेली आहे, कारण तेवढे वेअरहाऊसेस आपल्याकडे नाही आहेत. यू कॅनॉट स्टोअर इट फॉर अ लॉंग पिरियड, कारण तेवढी जागा पण नाही आहे आणि तिथं लोड पण खूप आहे. म्हणजे डिमांड आणि सप्लायमधला जो गॅप तिथं आहे तो तिथे दिसून येतो. मग वेअरहाऊस बिल्टअप झाले पाहिजेत. अँड फॉर बिल्डिंग द warehouse you require huge capital, and for that the NCDCs provide the finance. These are the loans which are under the long term loan. Always remember, बिकॉज काय होतं, एखादं मोठं गोडाऊन बांधायचं झालं तर त्याला खर्च भरपूर येतो आणि जेवढ्या अमाऊंटचं कर्ज मोठं असेल तेवढं त्याला पिरियड जास्त लागतं फेडायला. तर तो मुद्दा तिथं सांगितला. त्याच्यानंतर ॲसेस टू द इकॉनॉमिकल बॅकवर्ड पीपल, हेल्प टू द पॉलिसी मेकिंग. These are the functions, or you can say these are the financial assistance taken by the NCDC. Now we are going to focus the NABARD. You know the NABARD is the apex institutions regarding cooperative, and it is the subsidiary of the RBI. Was established on the 12 July 1982. It has the main role. NABARD हे त्या खास कोऑपरेटिव्ह डेव्हलपमेंटसाठीच केलेलं आहे. फॉर ॲग्रिकल्चर आणि रुरल डेव्हलपमेंटसाठीच वेगळं केलेलं आहे. द प्राईम फंक्शन ऑफ द NABARD इज टू प्रोव्हाइड द क्रेडिट टू द ॲग्रिकल्चर सेक्टर, द कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर अँड द रुरल डेव्हलपमेंट. RBI provide all type of assistance to the NABARD. RBI provides short term, medium term and long term loan to the cooperative sectors through the NABARD. Now we are going to study how it is assessed to the cooperative institutions. The main agenda of the NABARD is to assist the small and cottage industry. You know, in the rural area there is not a huge industries are working. There are small and cottage industries are there, and NABARD provide the finance to them at the very concessional rate of interest. The next one is the transfer of fund. The cooperative bank is spread all over in the country like the commercial bank. Therefore, the transfer of fund is one of the another bank expensiveness and the convenient to the cooperative bank. In order to solve the difficulty, RBI has made the available facility of the funding to transfer the state cooperative banks. The next one is the trading facility to the cooperative officers. To make the available skilled and trained manpower, the cooperative sector, RBI has established the training institution. RBI has started the first bankers training college at the Mumbai, later on in the Meerut, Ranchi, Madras and Kolhapur. At the district level for the cooperative training institutions are set up. The main agenda behind it to provide the skillful labor to the cooperative sector. Vaikunthalal Mehla Cooperative Institute is established in the Pune, where the cooperative training is made available in the servant of the cooperative sector. The next one is the controlling function. You know, it is not just provide the financial assistance and तिथं तुम्ही पैसे दिले त्यांना मदतीला की तुमचं काम झालं असं नाही आहे. तर NABARD acts as the regulatory authority for the cooperative banking sectors. Always remember. And hence, controlling function is to be undertaken by the NABARD. The next one is the reconstructuring the cooperative societies. RBI has attempted to create the strong cooperative sector in India since it established. The weak, the inefficient and the economical non-viable cooperative bank and the society are reconstructed and amalgamated into the strong and economical viable cooperative bank or the society. The RBI is concentrate on the attention for the qualitative development and the cooperative society is not on the qualitative growth. म्हणजे एक लक्षात घ्या की काही कोऑपरेटिव्ह बँकांच्या बाबतीत NPAचा प्रॉब्लेम खूप जास्त क्रिएट झालेला आहे किंवा तिथं प्रॉब्लेम्स क्रिएट झालेले आहेत रिगार्डिंग बॅड डेब्ट्स. तर अशा वेळेस तिथं रिकन्स्ट्रक्शन करायचा अधिकार देखील नाबार्डला आहे. रिकन्स्ट्रक्शन बाय प्रोव्हाइडिंग द फायनान्स टू देम, बट इट इज बेस्ड अपॉन सम टर्म्स अँड कंडिशन. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, इट इज बेस्ड अपॉन सम टर्म्स अँड कंडिशन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट, इट ऑल्सो डू द फंक्शन ऑफ इन्स्पेक्शन. Data collection and publications means NABARD have to do the inspections of the cooperative bank which are working in their territory. Apart from that, the data collection and publish in front of the society means society should aware about the cooperative banks which actually they does. Okay, it is all about the NABARD assistance to the cooperative sector. Apart from that, the government is also engaged. You know, in the last lecture we studied about how the state government is engaged into the agricultural finance. indirectly or directly, the government of India, state government made the plan for the agricultural and rural development. They provide the finance through the local bodies, like they are making the fund provision, and that fund provision transferred towards the local bodies, like Panchayat Samiti is there, Gram Panchayat is there, and through that local bodies they undertake the various you can say the provisions under the scheme. For that, the separate department of the community development was established, and that department is working for the rural community development, Panchayat Raj development, training and orientation personnel, both officials and non-officials. Study and the research on the community development program of the Panchayat Raj is to be done. The department of the cooperative is focused upon the agriculture indebtedness. Apart from that, the cooperative in the agriculture sectors, matter relating to the national cooperative organizations, national cooperative development corporations, incorporation to regulate the winding up the cooperative society, and the last is the training personnel cooperative department. These are nothing but the main object of the state government to provide the financial assistance. Apart from that, state government provide the finance for the irrigation purpose. Apart from that, it also provide the finance for the export, insurance regarding crop and cattle insurance, general policy in the field of cooperative, coordination cooperative activity in all sectors, matter relating to the national cooperative organization. National Cooperative Development Corporation, incorporation and regulation. These are the roles which is undertaken by the government for the cooperative development. If we are looking for the cooperative development, state government took steps regarding cooperative credit providing by them, decentralization of the corporation, employment generation, Apex Cooperative Institute, rural development, trying to increase the purchasing power. And the Department of the Agriculture and Cooperative is responsible for formulation and implementation of the national policy and program which aimed for the rural development. The next is the department undertake all the possible measures to ensure timely and adequate supply to the input and the services such as the fertilizers, seeds, pesticides to the society. जसं मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की ज्या काही लोकल बॉडीज आहेत तिथे ॲग्रिकल्चरल गुड्स वगैरे हे तुम्हाला मार्केट प्राईसपेक्षा हाफ किमतीमध्ये तिथे अवेलेबल करून देणे. इट ऑल्सो द रोल ऑफ स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंट. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट, द डिपार्टमेंट इज instructed the responsibility and to maintain the wide range of the statistical institutional data relating required the development of planning, organization, agriculture census is there. Means with the help of our lecture we revised the total chapter of a chapter which is regarding to the institutional assistance for the cooperative, where we focused upon what is the role of RBI in the institutional finance as a Apex Institute. Other than that, we focused upon the NCDC. NCDC is the leading player for providing the financial as well as the other promotional assistance to the cooperative institutes like the national ज्याला तुम्ही आपण NCDC असं म्हणतोय. त्याच्यानंतर नेक्स्ट आहे नाबार्ड. नाबार्ड इज द सबसिडरी विच इज particularly separated from the RBI in the 1982 for providing the finance for the agriculture and rural development. And apart from that, if you study these three, the main role of the state government is to provide the financial and other assistance to the cooperative development. This is all about our third chapter. Complete your notes as early as possible and submit it on the Google Class code. Thank you. Thank you so much.